All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris Unholy Jesus. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, family, and happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving week.
Welcome back, guys, and yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Pilgrim Day.
Let's get it.
Happy Thanksgiving. You guys are celebrating this year?
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Actually, I know Melissa, she's getting up early to cook. I'm gonna sleep in a little bit. I'm tired, but yeah, she's gonna do all the cooking. Yeah, I'm gonna just be there and morally support her from the side as she makes everything.
Like, you got this shit.
The only thing she wants me to do is make her laugh while she does it, like entertain her. So.
Damn, that's nice.
Yeah, she said, because if I try to help, I'm gonna be in the way, so I ain't mad at it.
Take up all the elbow space.
Right?
Get your ass out the kitchen and start making me laugh.
Fucking move.
Fucking move and tell me a joke. Like, goddamn.
Make me laugh as I stuff this turkey.
Damn.
What you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm working, but I'm going to my parents' house right after.
Save some food, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear about this shit every year.
I don't eat that much anyway. I don't really even go there to eat like that. I just go to hang out. But yeah.
I'll stick around.
I'll be there.
Hell yeah.
Looking forward to the devil's egg. Devil's egg.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not gonna be that wild, I guess. Well, they're gonna have to wait for me, because usually at holidays I try to get there as fast as I can before all of them leave.
Right.
Because Kelly, she be trying to leave and she makes up all the excuses. Oh, my dog gotta eat. Oh, I gotta take a shower.
Don't you live like a million miles away though?
50 minutes away.
That's a long time in Georgia.
Yeah, but Thanksgiving comes once a year.
That's true. Yeah, I feel you. Especially if you got tomorrow off. Like, yeah.
Yeah, if you got the next day off, like, you good.
You're really good.
And I gotta work the next day too, so no days off. But yeah, let's get started with this podcast. All right, so the main topic for the night. Wait, hold on. If you guys want to get some official Media Hijack t-shirts, you can grab this one right here. Chris got his on? Oh, Chris has his on too. Yes, head over to the MediaHijack.com. Grab you some official Media Hijack t-shirts. Also, if you guys want to cast a replay for this live Twitch video, you can head over to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Give us that 5-star frog splash. All right, let's get started. All right, so the Devil's Tramping Ground. So this place is a mysterious spot that's located near Bennett in Chatham County, North Carolina, which is just down the street from us. This place in the woods, it's like a circular area about 40 feet in diameter, where they say no vegetation or animals are said to like roam in this area, like in the woods. So this spot in the woods, big ass circle, nothing grows there. The animals don't fuck with that shit. And, you know, the local legends say like, hey, this is where the devil comes and do a little tap dance.
Man, the animals, hey, always pay attention to animals, people. They know before we do, man.
The animals know, man.
They always know tornadoes, ghosts. They know all, man.
They know the poison food that's in fast food.
Yeah, they know what's up. I ain't gonna eat it. And dogs eat everything. If they ain't gonna eat no fast food, there's something wrong.
Yeah, so if you see like animals like avoid like a certain area anywhere, that place might have some weird shit going on there. Because they don't pretend, dude. They tell the truth.
They can't lie.
Animals can't lie, because why would they? They don't even. That's not even in like their brain.
That's a human thing.
Yeah, that's a human shit. That's an ego shit. You know. But I don't know. I think dogs do. Like, dogs could be sneaky though.
Yeah, dogs can be sneaky. They can try to outsmart you. My parents' dog is like that. It's like, okay, you think you smarter than us? He ain't, but he is smart for a dog though. But.
Yeah, like they pretend like they're sleeping.
Right.
They just wait for you to leave and take all the treats. But in this case, if the place is like haunted, right? You know damn well a dog's not gonna go near that place.
Man, no.
Because they can feel it. Then they start barking, they're like backing up and shit. Yeah, so this place is like it's famous for people going there, right? They will leave bottles in that circle, and they said the next day like everything in that circle will be gone. Like the bottles be gone, everything. So they had this one story where the dude actually fucking camped out there.
I was about to ask that. I was just about to ask that.
It's like, fuck that devil circle. Like, I'm gonna try this shit. He got himself a tent, right? Slept in a tent. He woke up. He's outside the circle of that 40 diameter circle.
Damn, not even a double one.
And it's like, how do you even explain that? That makes no sense. So the devil probably picked his ass up while he was sleeping like a baby, put him outside, and then he continued crip walking in his circle, continue his little ritual before he went back down. Or who knows, man? People say it's like the devil shit, but who knows? It could be like a place, like a Indian burial ground, where it's like it's like a sacred burial ground where you can't mess with that area.
Man, that's how I feel like. That's how I feel about the entirety of the United States. It's all one big ass like Indian burial ground. That's all it is. It's every inch of it, man.
Yeah, it could be. It could be just one big Indian burial ground.
But some spots are worse than others.
Right, and there's always like weird shit like with that. Like especially like remember that movie Pet Sematary?
Man, that movie's crazy.
Where they bury like the animal in the Indian burial ground cemetery, and then they would come back alive and
hell yeah,
eat their ass and shit.
Hell yeah! I remember in the first Pet Sematary movie, they died. Like this guy, his son died, and then he buried his son, and his son came back. This little tiny toddler kid came back. Start murdering people, so they don't come back. They come back, but it ain't them. They something else. They crazy.
Demon baby.
Right.
Yeah, man, North Carolina, they have a lot of weird shit there, dude. Like not just like that area. I heard this other story where there's like this dude, right? He started like worshiping this devil god. I think his name was like Pazuzu, something like that. You ever heard of it? Mm-mm. Starts with a P, like Pazuzu, some shit like that. I forgot. But like he worshipped this god, right? To the point where he started sacrificing people like in his lives, like for example, like his family members and friends. He would sacrifice them and then bury them like in their parents' like backyard. And damn, I forgot the whole story. But he did went to prison for that shit. And then he went to prison, right? And then he was like, hey, I have to sacrifice an animal or this god is gonna kill me. And then the prison guard is like, it's like, yeah, fuck it, like, yeah, bullshit. Like, go to sleep because you gotta be on trial like the next day and shit. It's like, you gotta give me an animal, gotta sacrifice an animal or this guy's gonna kill me. They didn't believe him, and then the next day they found him like scratches all over his body, and his neck was slit, everything. Like it looked like he killed himself, but there was all these markings on his body,
like defensive,
to where it looks like, damn, like why would he abuse himself like this before he died? Right. So maybe he really did got attacked by whatever that demon god he worshipped. And if you look at his his picture, his jail picture, he looks fucking crazy, dude. Tattoos all over his face. He looked like Tekashi 6ix9ine, the evil version.
Damn, that guard was like, "Fuck off," and then he just
died. Off. I gotta sacrifice a bird. It's like the guard is like, "You think I'm gonna go outside and get you a bird so you can sacrifice?" It's like, man, my shift is over in an hour. I'm not gonna go catch an animal for you to sacrifice.
Like, shut up, you sacrifice.
Like, if it's real, you'll be dead tomorrow. I'm out. Beep. Clock the next morning. Beep. Then all this chaos. Fucking caution tape everywhere. It's like, wait, what happened? Oh, that dude. He dead. Oh, like dead.
He was serious.
And he looked like he got fucked up by himself. Yeah.
Should have listened.
Yeah, but that's my story about North Carolina. Not really like a main topic, but something we can feed off of and start this podcast with.
I got you, son.
You guys can like look up that story for yourself. Like, there's a lot of people that actually went to that site, like to see if this place is real.
Yeah, I looked at a picture of it, man. It was like a little, like a clear circle. Somebody I saw about it earlier too was saying that not even like vegetation grows in a circle. Like this is straight.
Yeah, like nothing grows there.
Yeah, it's just dirt. Like it's almost like I think I saw online, it said something about like even the grass is scared to go there or something. That's the legend, I guess.
Yeah, like it could be like an area that's been like a radiation area. Like let's say like a UFO landed there, and probably like fucked up that whole area where nothing can grow there no more.
Yeah, contaminated that whole ground.
Yeah, it could be an alien landing spaceship where they just messed up that area.
When exhaust hit the gas, hit the ground, like alien from an alien spaceship.
Yeah, like, and we're out. Sorry, little piece of land.
Fucking alien spaceship backfiring and shit.
And they're like, aliens are not real. Bullshit.
Oh, speaking of which, I did see a video recently that someone sent me. They said like supposedly the structure of like I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it's like the structure of what a UFO ship is supposed to look like. Almost it's like pill shaped. It's like a white pill shape.
Like a Tic Tac.
And how? Yeah, like a Tic Tac shit. Yeah, I saw like a video like explaining it more the other day, and I was like, holy shit. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, that's like one of the shapes that they said an alien spaceship could look like. It's like a Tic Tac or a cigar shape.
Yeah, it's more like a tiny cigar shape or like a pill, like pill, more pill shape than Tic Tac, I guess.
And then you'll see like other like anomalies like flying in the sky where it doesn't look like a spaceship or anything. It just looks like a piece of blob or whatever, like a blob. Just the way it's designed is like, okay, how do you fly with anything like this?
Right, that makes no sense. At least in our human brains, it don't make sense.
Yeah, so then that's why I think they changed the name from UFO to like UAP, but then they changed like the wording of it. It's like unidentified
aerial something. Yeah.
It was unidentified air phenomenon. Then they changed it to something else.
Yeah.
Unidentified anomalous phenomenon. Because it got more deeper.
Yeah, and I get why they was changing it too, because it's like, okay, it ain't just like unidentified flying objects. Now it was like, we honestly don't know how the fuck it's flying, so we gotta clean our language up.
We don't even know if it's an object anymore.
Right? What are we looking at?
Because they're like, what exactly? Like, we don't know.
Where's the propulsion system? All right, so let me get started on my topic, man. For my topic, we're going to be talking about the black market cheese, man. Yes.
I heard about this.
Yes, cheese. It is a big ass seller on the black market right now. To a point where it's kind of outpacing drugs right now in the black market. Crazy, man. Everybody wants some of that cheese, man. And I can understand why too, because for example, like was it last month now? My sister and her husband, they went to Paris like last month, and they got some cheese from there, and they gave some cheese to my mom. And so when I was out there to go visit and everything, my mom had she's like, hey, smell this cheese, and that shit smells so strong, and it tasted so strong, it makes your face go like this, like,
damn.
It is so strong, like by itself. So my mom actually wanted to put it on the burger, and the grease of the burger and the meat and all that kind of help it, like, tone it down a little bit. But it's like the strongest tasting cheese I've ever tasted. I didn't know cheese could get like that, but after reading the story, I see why it's such a sought after thing. Because cheese ain't just like no simple thing like all Swiss and and Munster. There's a lot of different variations of it, and a massive market for it as well too. So this guy named Patrick Holden, he's like this dairy farmer. This how, like I said, he's a dairy farmer, and he was like checking his mail one day, and he saw like this person, who was like a buyer, that wanted to buy some of his cheese. And the guy that, got in contact with him was basically saying that he was part of this French supermarket chain, and he wanted 22 tons of, Halford, which is a type of organic raw milk cheese. He wanted like 22 tons of it. And so Patrick Holden, dairy farmer, was like, you know what? We'll get this cheese together for you. It's a lot. But he didn't really question it because it was part of a food chain. So that's what the caller said.
Right.
And also Patrick Holden, too, said it was the biggest order of cheese we've ever received. He also said that because it was from France, I thought finally people on the continent are appreciating what we do. So he winds up sending all this cheese, setting up the order, boom, 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 and actually got to a point where he was sending so much cheese over that the cheese that the buyer who had called wanted, they had ran out of cheese. So they was like, well, we'll give you some other cheese to make up for the loss of other cheese we can't make for you, because you asked for 22 tons, and we don't have 22 tons of that cheese that you specifically want. So they wound up giving him like another batch of cheese. And altogether, like when they got the cheese together, says the market seller and the wholesale of the first batch of the Halford cheese actually cost like 35,000 pounds, which for people like me that's dumb Americans, that's actually $43,877.79.
Damn.
For that amount of cheese that he wanted out of 22 tons. It says and that's actually one of the most special cheeses being made in the UK right now as well too. So this mysterious guy asked for this amount of cheese, and then he actually wound up getting 20 tons of Somerset cheddar as well too. Because like I said, the dairy farmer couldn't produce all that cheese of the Halford, so they gave him a Somerset cheese to make up for it. And altogether, that cheese was $300,000, 300,000 pounds worth, which is $376,000 and $376,023 in American dollars. So that's all this damn money they putting into this. And by like October 14th, when the cheese was collected at the warehouse that the Patrick Holden owned, the cheese never made it to its destination. It just went off into the wind. So that's like 22 tons of cheese, or actually 42 tons of cheese altogether went missing, straight up missing, and that value was like almost $1 million.
Damn. And cheese heist.
Yes, straight up cheese heist. All this cheese went missing, man. And so, like I said, it wound up disappearing, and there had in fact been no orders made that was actually delivered to the location that was supposed to be established between the two parties. So basically, that's when the owner of the actually Patrick Holden, he realized, like, oh shit, man, like the person I'm trying to contact to figure out what happened to this cheese ain't contacting me back. Oh my God, somebody just stole all my cheese. And he says that if anyone hears about, so the news started spreading around about this whole cheese thing, and it's like on Twitter or now X, people were going out, like chefs over in Europe were saying like, hey guys, be careful of buying cheese out there because it's probably out there in the black market. Trying like all these chefs out there just warning people saying like, hey, if you guys see anything about cheese or a specific type of rich cheese, be careful because it's probably stolen. And so they spread all this around.
Man, I'll buy that shit.
Yeah, there's man, and everybody was still gunning for it. Everybody was trying to get these.
Like, thank you guys for the warning, but I'm about to get like expensive cheese,
man,
like, on Black Friday deal.
Right off the man under the table cheese.
Do they tell you how long that cheese has been aged?
Yeah. So some of the cheese I had saw, so I can't remember specifically for this cheese, but they were saying like some of the cheeses that was being stolen. Some of it was like 15 years to age, 11 years to age. And some of the farms, because like, mind you too, because this whole black market thing that's popping off with this cheese is actually hurting a lot of these dairy farms. It's breaking them in half. Like I said, like this one dude, Patrick Holden, his dairy farm took almost $1 million hit, and they almost put him under. He's like, man, we can't make up for this loss because you still got bills to pay. You got pay these machines, maintenance, all this other stuff, and that shit, he took a nasty ass hit to it. And they're saying like, hey, like a lot of these farms have been around. Like what we do here on this planet, as far as like cultivating cheese from these animals and stuff, this has been going on for 1,000 years, and you're hurting like a 1,000-year industry, and you cause it to come to a screeching halt because now it's being black marketed, and now you're hurting us because we can't make a profit off of shit that's being stolen because it's being stolen between point A to point B, and yeah, it's creating an issue right now. And back in October, they actually did lock up this 63-year-old man in London. But then he got released. He actually got released from bail. He got released on bail. God knows why. I don't know why. It seemed like they had him because they're saying like 950 truffles of cheese, roughly the weight of 4 full-size elephants, have disappeared without a trace. Damn. And this man was like linked to it, but he wound up getting released on bail. And that was back in October, so I'm not sure what's happening on that side of the story.
They need to start putting cameras in the cheese making area.
What's that?
Or wherever they store the cheese, they need some cameras there, right? Or security.
Yeah, so they were trying to. Yeah, like so they've been trying to set up like security and stuff for these cheese. And what I did find out was that they actually started to put microchips within like the actual barcodes. Oh. So because this is like happening at such an alarming rate, they're like, hey, we need to start tracing this cheese, man, because we're taking a hit. And, so it's like, so when people buy cheese from like a supermarket and they get it scanned, the person at the counter and the person trying to buy it will be notified like, hey, this cheese ain't matching to the microchip or whatever. It's like, let me see. I'm trying to see what the microchip is saying. I forgot what it said.
Yeah, it can verify from where it came from.
Yeah, it says in 2022, they began introducing tracking chips no larger than a grain of rice as part of the label embedded in the hard rind of the cheese. This helps reduce thefts, but also means counterfeit of the cheese can be identified as each chip contains a unique digital ID that can authenticate the cheese. So they can track this motherfucker everywhere.
That's cool. At least they're using technology to fucking trace this shit or to know if you're buying like illegal cheese.
Right.
I think the same thing is happening like with cow meat, like cow beef, like especially like with Wagyu beef. Like a lot of stuff, like it comes like with a certificate and everything, with something you can scan to verify, like, hey, this came from this so and so farm.
Yeah, so you ain't eating no damn Waffle House pork chop.
Yeah, like, you're not eating no fucking damn
some hockey puck.
Georgia grown black bull.
All right, man, get some decent meat, man. And that shit is expensive too, man. Especially Kobe beef, man. I had that before, and I was like, God damn,
yeah, Kobe beef, Wagyu beef.
So good though, man. Oh,
yeah, it's like rich and fat. It's like a fatty cut.
So what was that? Oh yeah, so it says also right now over in the UK too, and actually in 2024, overall food price inflation in the UK has fallen 1.7%. But less so for cheese. The retail price for cheese has increased at a 6.5% since May of 2024. So basically, cheese actually been skyrocketing. And I don't think it's so much in the UK. I think it's all throughout Europe. Cheese has been like skyrocketing a lot. And because the prices are being raised, it's opening the door for these black market sellers to like thrive, man. Because it's like these businesses are price gouging, and which is then causing people to be like, well, I'm not gonna buy cheese from this place no more if I can go to under the table spot for half the price for these cheese that's being stolen, because they're stealing this cheese for like hundreds of $1 million worth of cheese, but then they're selling it at a cheaper price on the market. So then it's undercutting the whole business. And so it seems like investigators are starting to figure out too, like, hey, this is actually an organized crime situation going on, where some of these organized crimes have actually taken over some of these like legit businesses and are forcing them to raise prices just so it opens the door for the door open for the black market, if that makes sense. Yeah, so the criminals are kind of like, hey, we kind of like force them to raise prices, and then boom, boom, doors opening. Black market is going to flourish now because we're forcing people to go towards our market by tanking almost the ones that we got our fingers in. They've been saying like some of these organizations have been infiltrating a lot of these businesses too that sell cheese. And also other stolen foods have been rising too, and also in the market. Wine and cheese are like two things on the market right now that's like high sellers, more than drugs right now over in Europe. And so I started reading a little bit, but it's beating out drugs by a whole lot, man.
Damn.
I'm not gonna say by a whole lot, but at a significant rate, where it's kind of like, oh shit, this is like the new wave of like, I mean, because this is like a new wave. Because the first time there was like a cheese heist was actually back in 1998, but now the market is kind of like booming right now for everybody just trying to get the cheese, man. And also, I read something too saying that another reason why the cheese was starting to rise over in the whole Europe area is because Russia, Russia, obviously everybody knows Russia and having problems with the UN and this, that, and the third. But so back in like March 2014, the EU and other states imposed economic sanctions on Russia, right? And so Vladimir Putin responded by banning fresh food to be produced in the country of like the Ukraine. And also they kind of like started like clamping down on Ukraine, and they were actually like Russia actually started like and this is another reason why there's like a food shortage in parts of Europe is because, well, a lot of food is being made outside of Russia. Russia's been destroying the food. They've been doing like live state televisions filming them destroying like foreign foods, and it's kind of carrying like a food desert for a lot of these people. They call it like a fromicide from magic side. That's what the news has been calling it, which basically means confiscated food products to be publicly destroyed. And basically basically like you have to eat Russian food and only Russian food. And they've been destroying a lot of things. And cheese has been like a huge thing they've been destroying with bulldozers, just driving over top of it, destroying cheese, destroying wines. And so that's another reason why like a lot of these black markets have been expanding too, because Russia's like, no, you're going to eat our food and no one else. And they've been destroyed on TV. Imagine telling your television and you watching food get destroyed. But like fucking Trump is driving like a
all this food was like poison, the one that they destroyed and stuff. Like, it's not good food for their people.
They're saying like what was I reading too? Because it's saying like he was actually destroying healthy food, but that's what it says. Like, what was it saying? Yeah, basically he was like, yeah, because I just read that shit.
I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of poison where each country they're sending like their food to another country, but it's like a lot of poison shit. Especially in America.
Could be that. As far as poisons for like processed sugar and shit, might be that.
Everything. Because they're saying like the cereal here, the ingredients on like a Kellogg's is not the same ingredients in another country with the same cereal.
Right.
Where their ingredients are more like straightforward, what our ingredients is like stuff you can't even pronounce. Man. So like why is our shit so more complicated than something overseas but the same brand?
Right.
Isn't that like red flag? Like, what the hell? Who are we getting poisoned?
I mean, yeah, especially with all that processed shit, man. And it's crazy too. And I'm seeing it now more and more. More and more people are trying to eat healthier. At least in America. At least I've seen it within like a lot of millennials trying to like, hey, let me try to like be aware of what I'm putting in my body, because more and more people trying to find out, hey, this food we've been getting for all these damn generations from fast food and all this other stuff or whatever we eat is not really good, especially processed sugar, man. That is like, man, it's probably killed a lot more people than the United States probably wants to admit it's killed.
Yeah, and then like all the kids cereal, like with all the colors and stuff, or like the candy with all those weird colors and shit. Tastes good though.
Yeah, I'm not really a cereal person. I just started eating.
I hate cereal.
I just started eating cereal again, but I've been starting being like Kashi cereal.
The Kashi.
It's called like Kashi, I think it's called Kashi. It's like some kind of healthy cereal. And like instead of like using sugar, like I get like these like little like waffle looking like type of cereal. But Kashi, instead of using sugar, they use like some kind of like syrup or some kind of like not like syrup, just like maple syrup, I think, or something
that's natural, like a natural.
Yeah, more naturally based. Yeah. It's not as sweet as sugar, but it's still good though. It's good as shit.
Bob says when I order juice, they cut the fruit up and juice it. Bob says the chips overseas taste way different. Like different, like how? Like more like real? Because I remember, like when you're a kid, everything tastes good.
Man, yeah.
Dude, I can remember like burgers like just down the street tasting like real good. And it's just a regular burger spot. But, you grow older, burgers don't even taste like that anymore. No matter like where you go. Like, you go to Shake Shack, go to Five Guys or whatever, In-N-Out. Like, In-N-Out is close to like that burger that I taste. But still, like, burgers are not like that anymore.
Nah, man.
At a lot of places. It's weird.
It's like how back in the day, like Big Macs. Big Macs used to be big, and over time they made them small and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I don't know.
It's they're doing cheaper too much stuff to our food, man.
What they're trying to do is be cheaper. That's what they're trying to do, man. They're trying to be cheap with this food, because if you get like real pure shit off, like to actually make this like ingredients for food or whatever, it costs more money than having processed sugar is so much cheaper. That's why they do it, man. It's weird how they like basically putting a price tag on human health. Like, and as long as we can make more money, we'll just keep shoving this shit into your food.
They cut all the corners. Bob says, tastes like it's missing that artificial flavor. When you get so used to like the artificial shit, like because it tastes so good, and then when it's not there, like, hey, something's off.
Facts, man. I've gone to other countries, I've eaten food, I'm like, it's kind of weird. It's like, because it don't have this and this. I'm like, damn, I'm so used to eating that junk over there. I don't know what the hell I'm eating right now.
It's missing all the MSG flavor.
Man, dude, it's crazy. That's like things that I've realized that changed over time as far as taste. Sunny Delight. I used to love Sunny Delight, but as I've gotten older, I'm like, this don't taste as good as it used to be. And then I realized it's just straight syrup. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I never liked it. I remember.
It as a kid, but,
Yeah, we had this talk before, and I said the same thing. I was like, my mom used to buy it for us all the time, and I hated that shit.
Yeah, somebody else told me too. I think Melissa told me. She was like, I never liked Sunny Delight. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it had that weird ass taste, dude.
It does. It has a very, very. That and Hawaiian Punch is getting the same way too, man. I don't even drink. I can't remember the last time I ever had it, but the last time I did, I was like, this don't taste like childhood.
Yeah. It tastes like pain.
Yeah.
Bob says my chicken sandwich from BK was okay. The bun, you can tell, is freshly baked, and that was when she was in South Korea.
Damn.
Them chips from Thailand. But yeah, like over there, like especially like Thailand or Cambodia, where they haven't been touched by these big ass companies yet, they're still selling like real food, real ingredients. Nothing like you can preserve something last for like fucking 10 years. It's still like untapped like a little bit, but I know like Thailand is probably more they're more modernized than Cambodia. They're getting there, but they haven't been touched yet. That's why I think now will be like the best time to go there before Cambodia turns into like a whole brand new country.
Man, they start building fucking theme parks.
Yeah, before they get their glow up by China.
Man,
making Cambodia look like a damn, like the huge tourist spot.
No
more dirt roads.
Before the culture's gone, that's what's.
That's the crazy thing. They might kill the whole culture there, and
that culture gonna be China culture.
Like sure, like they made like the country like more like make the country more money, but then at what cost? You know.
Shit, man, I seen it happen like at I never seen it happen, but I've heard like friends who got like stationed in like places like Germany. And it's like, man, Germany's like a lot of people speak English there now. That's not old German. Their culture kind of like becoming like American German hybrid type stuff sometimes, especially because you live through like a military base. What happened?
Bob says the cocaine in Cambodia was hella good.
Oh,
it hits different than Thailand. Bob says Cambodia got their own coke factory, so that makes sense.
I can see that.
Coca-Cola. Didn't mean to say cocaine. Coca-Cola.
Yeah, right. And that's why I had to click over. I said, let me see this chat right quick. What's going on?
I got a pee so bad.
Oh yeah,
I'll be right back, guys. All right, what else you got about that cheese story?
That might be it. Yeah, it's she's getting out of control. The great cheese, the great cheese is happening right now. It's weird, man. I find it very strange that we're now starting to live in a world where cheese is a sought after. You know, it's like everybody's like trying to get it. You think it's like, you know, it's weird how you can take some things in life for granted, and then all of a sudden when it's gone, you're like, oh shit, now we gotta buying cheese in a black market, man. I don't know what direction this world is going, but if food starts outpricing drugs in the black market, that's a problem. That is a serious problem. That just to get a cheaper, especially cheese, man. You don't think cheese should be? Come on, man.
I always thought cheese was like really expensive. You know, because of the amount of time it takes to make like let's say you order like a real cheese wedge. I would imagine like the whole cheese wedge, like a legit one, is like easily over $1,000.
Yeah, big ass one too. The cheese that my mom got from like Paris, I think it might be like this big, maybe a little bit bigger, but that shit was like $40 or something.
Damn, yeah, that sounds about right.
Crazy.
Damn.
It was good though.
Strong.
She was good. Man, strong. I'm talking about you buy it too, be like, damn, I need to wash this down with like a whiskey. Shit, so strong.
That shit'll knock you back a few dimensions.
Man, out of body, man. It's like some types of cheese.
I see new colors.
I heard there's actually like some cheese out there that can get you high though. So
I wouldn't doubt that.
I can see.
I would love that shit. Get high eating cheese. Like imagine you go into like a place where you eat fancy cheese, and then you're eating like cheese that gets you super high, like, and everything is just so funny, but you're not getting fucked up, dude.
Right,
that's
feel good.
That's a
Where's that cheese
day.
at? Where's
that's
that cheese
a nice
at?
day. Like where the clouds at? I want to smell it.
Right, I want to eat it.
Just chill outside, just lay it on the grass, but you're super high off of fucking cheese.
Damn. And then want more.
Yeah, like, what?
I'm going to put this on a cracker.
Put some on your neck, let it absorb in your neck.
So like,
Yeah. Yes. Cheese patch.
Get in my pores.
Damn, that's nice.
But yeah, that's all I got for the cheese thing. I'm keeping an eye on this one. This is worrisome to me. This is a very worrisome story.
Just in case you come across like illegal cheese, right? Like,
man, look, straight up.
Imagine you go to some place and you're trying to eat some cheese, like they cut you a cheese board, like hey, where that cheese come from? Is that legit great low flame blanc cheese?
That was good. That sounds very Frenchy.
Bob says they got cheese with maggots.
Yes,
it's a delicacy that and it makes it really creamy. Yeah, I saw that too. Like the maggots are still they're burrowing like in these holes, like making the cheese like super creamy and shit. That's
not like Swiss. Not like Swiss cheese. I think Swiss cheese is what bacteria that gives the holes in Swiss cheese.
Oh, I thought mouses ate those.
Yeah, is it mouse with the bacteria?
Like the mouse with the perfect bite, little hole bites.
Yeah, like I love Swiss cheese. That's my favorite cheese, man. I love it.
Yeah, I like.
It's good for my tummy too. My body gets torn apart by dairy. It's awful.
Get lit up.
Also too, one last thing about this thing too. The reason why that made me worrisome about this whole cheese thing is because a lot of these dairy farmers too also saying like, hey, like we're also having to deal with climate change right now. That's another thing that's hurting our production. Things are getting hotter, grass is drying up, and if the grass dries up, the cows don't eat, and if the cows don't eat, the cows die. We ain't get no meat, no milk, no nothing. And they're saying like, hey, you guys are hurting us because this climate change shit is impacting everything, and y'all don't see it yet, but we got to slow down on this black market cheese because if we go out, y'all ain't getting nothing. That's the end of it.
That's facts.
It's real shit, man. That was like, man, I heard not too long ago on this podcast saying like about a year like 2050 or 2055 that the world is probably going to start enter like a water wars because everything's going to be so dried up because there's parts of the world right now drying up and there's like water's going to start becoming like yo, I need water. How many bottle caps for water? We ain't going to have money. It's going to be some kind of like fucking post-apocalyptic world fighting for water, man. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, just like that movie.
Waterworld. No, actually, no, that was over.
The one where they fought over water.
They was fighting over. Oh, man, like Fury Road, like Mad Max and shit.
Mad Max shit, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like gasoline and water, and it was fighting
that
water.
shit could be like another documentary right there.
Man, look.
Like, what's the most important resource right now? It's water. It would always be water. It's just we're taking that shit for granted. But when that shit come like scarce and when it's hard to get like fresh water like that, shit, yeah, people will switch on you so fast.
Yeah, man. According to science, man, they saying like in order for life to exist on any planet, anywhere in the universe, it needs water, man. All life comes from water, man. Even if you believe in, the theory of evolution, all life came from water. Like this planet needs to be nothing but water.
Yeah, dude.
It's a man. Good luck, humans. Good luck, human race. I don't know what's
good luck like, us in 10 years.
For real, man. But yeah, that's it for my story about cheese.
All right, let's get to some lighter news.
Yes, please.
All right, you guys want to hear a Ouija board story?
Oh, what?
Take it back a few notches. All right, so a Ouija board story. All right, so a substitute teacher at a Michigan elementary school, keyword elementary school, she has been fired after she gave a lesson on a Ouija board to her classroom of second graders.
What? Like how to like summon? How to summon shit, or like what was the goal?
She brought a whole video explaining how the Ouija board works and stories behind the Ouija board, and this is not even the curriculum. This lady, she went on her own way and she made her own, like her own curriculum on how to teach her students, and she chose the Ouija board.
They ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but
yeah, it's wild. So this actually happened last week at Freeman Elementary in the city of Flint in Michigan.
Damn.
So for reasons unexplained, the unnamed teacher showed the youngsters a video of the infamous device and promised to bring one of the talking boards to the class the following day. So after she showed the video to the kids, and the kids were already freaked out on the video because the kids fucking snitched on the teacher, told their parents like, hey, Miss So-and-so, she showed us a video on this Ouija board, and guess what, Mom? She said she's gonna bring a Ouija board tomorrow. And the mom, right? The mom freaked out. She's like a millennial. She freaked out. She's like, the fuck no, she ain't. Because I'm going to go call like your damn principal and explain to her like, hey, your teacher is teaching our children about the Ouija board, which has nothing to do with dumb learning in school. So,
parents lost
teacher, the parents complained, right? She's like, hey, you shouldn't be teaching my child this. Because guess what? My daughter had nightmares that night. She couldn't sleep. She was so scared. She said, hey, like whatever that teacher showed us, like I think it's gonna come after me. So now my daughter, she's traumatized.
Damn,
so,
teacher.
The parent, she made a big deal out of it, and then now the teacher's fired.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, what was this at again?
Michigan, Flint, Michigan.
Michigan.
Would they have bad water?
Oh, they got black folks up in Flint. What?
Yeah.
Damn, she brought that shit to a black school. No,
Right. Yeah. It's like to the dark arts. It didn't sit well with the parents. Like,
hell
like,
no.
yeah, this shit's cute, but don't be teaching our kids about this Ouija board shit. Let them learn about that on their own, right? Like on the streets.
Man, teach them math, man. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, because like when you're in the position of like a teacher, right? Especially it's like young kids, they look up to you. They think you know all the answers, which
Straight
is
up,
very
man.
dangerous. And then if you're talking about Ouija boards, they're gonna believe every single word you say. Like, oh, a talking board where you can speak to people in the spirit realm. Yeah, and Miss Christopher told us this
It was like,
with the mustache. I'm
she
gonna
was a nice
believe
girl.
that shit. I'm gonna be like,
And they're
holy
like,
shit.
oh, because you know how kids are. Kids be like, oh, I can summon a friend. It's like I summon a visible friend.
What? I could talk to somebody in another dimension?
My parents ignore me.
Miss
I just got a baby
Christopher, like,
sister.
and you move your hands like on the board, right? And then it can spell out like words they want us to know.
Hello.
What? And this is a second grader. This is when they believe everything.
Man, like sponges, man.
Sponges, like absorbing, like, okay, what else, Miss Christopher?
That's why you can't cuss around them.
Yeah, they suck all that shit up.
Oh man.
So the mother and one of the students, they told the local TV station. They snitched the fuck out of this teacher. They
Hell
even told the
yeah.
local TV station and everything about the video that they showed her, and she said that her daughter was traumatized, couldn't sleep at night. So yeah, long story short, they fired her. They said you can't teach her no more.
I'm talking about like 1700s. They would have burned her ass at the fucking
On the stake.
They would have did that shit on a Sunday.
Yeah, they would have threw rocks at her, everything, stoned her.
She would have got killed for that shit.
Yeah,
You lucky she live in
I
a different
wish you
town.
would teach my kid about a Ouija board. Come on.
Man.
Yeah, that's like that's like going on Christmas, right? And then someone just buys you a Ouija board that you didn't ask for.
It's a weird gift.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah.
Have fun. Don't open up. But remember to close the door behind you when you leave. I mean,
Remember to
hell.
say goodbye every time you're done with a session.
Right? Don't forget.
Yeah, but I remember. I think it was Bob. She bought me a Ouija board, like a keychain Ouija board.
What?
Yeah, it's like a little small on-the-go Ouija board, and then they even had the little glass thing. What you call those? Benchetta, whatever.
Yeah, I forget the name. I always called it like a teardrop because it was upside down.
Yeah, that thing. And it's so small, like you can't even barely put your fingers on it, like to play. Like, hey,
Does it
are
move
there
though?
any spirits in this house? Oh, they throw the whole board out because it's so small.
What'd you do with it? You still have it, or?
No, I never played with it. I just like left it somewhere.
It's like you gonna stay right here.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna fuck with that shit.
Demon time.
But remember, you said like your mom found a Ouija board.
Yeah, my mom has a Ouija board.
A old
Yeah,
school
and
one?
old school. She had that shit since like the 70s, man. Like
Damn.
70s, I think. Yeah, it like I remember when I saw it as a kid. I was like, "Oh, what is this?" My mom was like, "Oh, it's a Ouija board. You talk to." That they say you can do this, that with it. We're like, all right. I never played with it before until like I had some like childhood friends of mine that like grew up across the street from me and my sisters, and we was like her like at the time at the time their aunt I think got into like a really bad car accident or some shit like that. I can't remember what it was. Something happened with a family member where they came to they was hanging out at my house one day. And then we was all in the garage, and it was like, "Oh, that's not a Ouija board. Oh, let's break it down. Let's try to communicate with my aunt or something like that." They wanted to do. We was like, "All right, let's do it. Let's try to communicate with somebody on the other side to let us know is my aunt okay?" And then so we got on the Ouija board. All of us had our fingers on it, and then we asked the questions, and then it wasn't moving. And then when it finally moved, we all started blaming each other. Like, stop doing it, stop pushing. That was the immediate thing we did was blame each other. And then eventually, like my sister was like, "Hey, everybody, shut up. Let's just do this. Let's start blame each other." So we kept doing it, and eventually we like the question that was asked was like, "Hey, And honestly, I don't think we even did anything properly right because there's a specific type of way you're supposed to open the door, to close the door. We just asked it a question, but we never asked permission to open up any doors. So, anyway, the question that was asked was like, "Hey, is my aunt okay? What's going on? Like, whatever." And then went to yes. It said yes, that she was all right. And it was like, okay, cool. So I don't know if somebody was really pushing it or not, but that was my only experience with the Ouija board. It was weird though when it was like start scooting over, and I was like, I swear to God, like I was barely even touching because you're not supposed to lean on it. You just your fingertips supposed to be on it.
Right,
right. Yeah, and nobody was really pressing it like that. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I never touched one again.
There's only one way to find out, right? As adults.
Yeah, do it again.
Just to play it.
Yeah.
I mean, but who wants to host that party?
Oh, man, ain't gonna be me.
I'll fly to Utah. We can do it.
I don't know if these beings and creatures and spirits exist, but I ain't trying to see it either. They could be right where they at.
Let's open it over there. Let's open that portal up.
Man, you might, man. Look, I live close to the Skywalker Ranch, and Skywalker Ranch, Skinwalker Ranch than you do, man. So we might open up some wild shit.
Yeah, to Utah.
That's a good 3-hour drive.
That's like a damn spirit bubble over there.
Man, yeah, we've been talking about trying to make the visit up there, but we haven't got a chance. This is about 3 hours for us, 3.5 hours.
Yeah, that's too far just for that. Especially they won't even let you in.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I ain't trying to get turned back if I can't,
Well, go. I mean, it's private property. It is owned by like somebody that's all doing research. So
yeah, who the fuck was it? Somebody does own that property. I forget what it is now.
It's not Bigelow no more. He sold it.
Yeah, he sold it to somebody else. I can't remember what it was. I think we talked about it.
It's a bunch of scientists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they bought it. They're doing their own study about that ranch. I think they bought it for like $600,000, some shit like that.
That's a damn steal, man, for all that land.
Yeah, and you get ghosts and creatures.
And slaughtered cattle.
I remember like they told us one story. A scientist told the story where he said he was working at Skinwalker Ranch. He said he literally saw like a portal open up in a damn road, right? The road, right? It opened up and he saw a creature just fucking climbed out of the hole and took off. And this is a legit scientist. After he saw that, he was like, man, you don't even know like if he should continue doing his job or because nothing even makes sense to him after that.
It breaks the brain.
Yeah, it breaks not the brain. It breaks your brain. It breaks your whole reality. Like, if this is possible and you can't even explain that shit, like, what kind of research would you even be doing to try to figure out if something like this is actually possible? Like a portal opening up. Does that even make any sense?
Right. And I can see, like, and I know what some people would be like with some of these experts and scientists when they finally have their awakening, when they see some supernatural shit. And some people like, oh, they're lying. I don't believe them. But I always think about it like this. Science for a scientist is like a religion for them. Imagine if you, as a religious person, you finally get to see God and he's like a raccoon or something. He's nothing what you ever imagine. That shit will blow your entire reality to smithereens, man.
Right,
So,
yeah,
it will destroy it. It make you question everything.
Because you expect like God to be like some big, gigantic being, right?
Long flowing hair, some shit.
Yeah, but then like God is just like
an acorn.
Or it could be like nothing, right?
It could be nothing. This shit will destroy your entire life.
But everything.
Yes.
But it's not like one entity. Like, whatever it is, it all created itself. Like, I don't know, man. This shit it's just.
I'll be thinking about that, man. I'll be thinking like, you know what? Because on Earth, we call nature like, okay, the wind, the trees, the sun, the rain. But in my brain, I'm like, well, nature is the whole universe. That's still nature regardless of like, it's celestial nature. And what if that shit just kind of like self creates itself like a cell?
Like it's just happening, but we don't like. There's like nobody responsible for it. Like it's happening on a scale to where like you can't even pinpoint like where is it coming from. It's impossible. Even after you die,
man.
And then what's crazy? Here's what I believe. Even after you die, you're still got to run like through some bullshit. Like you still got to go through like a process. Even if there's like even a process of dying. Like you have to go through like it's weird shit. It's like waiting at a DMV for some shit. That's
I
how
think
I see it. Like you're still going through some shit. Like it's not over yet.
I think the Egyptians had something like that, like after world trials or some shit like that. I think Egyptians had something like that similar.
Yeah.
I can't remember what culture it was, but somebody believed in like, hey, there's like, okay, this is the end of this life. You're beginning a new one, and then there's still like these layers to it.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of shit you gotta go through. It's not over. It's not like you die here and like, all right, I'm free now. No, you're not. You're going through like another step in whatever your soul has to go through, and it's crazy. And I sound like a broken record. I saw it in a mushroom trip. Like the crazy thing, because it made me laugh because it's like because I'm always trying to find like the answers, and the further I got, it's like the more like, all right, you're never gonna find all the answers.
Right.
And it's funny because even beyond like this life, right, even after you die, what I saw, there's still rules and laws that goes even above after death. Like you gotta get answered to something. It's like another government, like even beyond like this life. Like after you die, it's like another government system. I was like, what the fuck? Like you still gotta follow rules. Right. I was like, this shit is crazy. That's when I was like, holy shit! Even after you die, you gotta fucking wait in line for some bullshit. It continues. This is what I saw. It keeps on going. It's like there's like everybody's obeying like certain laws. Everybody's doing their job and everything. I was like, there's still, because I was mind blown. I was like, there's still a government even after you die.
Man,
something they're still happening. It's crazy.
Man, that's how I'd be thinking. I'd be like, everything has laws, including physics. Everything is governed.
There's like laws and laws and laws. There's like even after you die, like there's still shit you have to follow. I was like, what the hell? I was like, this is crazy. Yeah, well, that's just what I saw, but don't take my word for it.
She'd be like, Yu Hakusho.
Visit your local library.
Fucking
But yeah. That's why I was like, dude, your story's not over even after you die. It continues.
It's a new chapter.
Like strong too. Like it ain't like you're dead. It's just you just left your Honda Civic behind. Man, which is your body.
What is it? There's like a scientific saying? It's like energy can never be destroyed. It can only be like transformed or transferred somewhere else. But you can never destroy
I believe that, dude.
Yeah, it's impossible to destroy it.
That's why like you have to be careful like how you like harness like your own energy. You know, like let's say you're like really pissed off at somebody, right? But then you hold that shit in. The energy has to go somewhere, right?
Right.
But let's say you held that energy in, you never let it out. Like you never express that energy in anything, right?
It builds up.
Yeah, it builds up. Like that energy, it gets more dense, right? It gets dense and dense because you're holding it the whole time. Like years pass, 10, 15, 20 years pass, right? Now that energy, guess what the energy becomes?
Toxic.
A cancer, a tumor, or some shit. Because you held that shit that whole time, and then now you have like a tumor cancer. And this is what I'm thinking, like how energy works, like how you were saying, energy like it cannot be destroyed. It can only be like put into something else, right? It keeps on flowing. That's why you got to keep the energy flowing. Like, let's say somebody piss you off, you gotta let that shit out. No matter, like, you can let it out on them, or you can let it out in something, in a hobby or something. Like, let the energy flow. Because if you don't let the energy flow, guess what? You're harnessing that energy. And somebody can get that piece of that energy, like, later, where they're gonna lash out on somebody, or you can put it into something where you can let all that shit out. But if you hold it in, right? Like, let's say something happened to you a long time ago, and you just held that anger on this person. You're going to hold that shit in. You never let it out. You're going to get sick. Yeah, this is how I think how it works.
I always feel like it takes a lot of work to hate something. It's a lot of work, man. It's stressful, man. That's why I'm like, this is, man. Either I don't care or I love it. I ain't got time to be hating on people, man.
It's unnecessary, dude. Yeah.
It's not worth the burnout at all.
That's why they say, like, be free, let your hair down. Like, be free, like, even if you don't have no hair, let that shit down.
I just did something like a couple weeks ago for the first time because I was just so stressed out dealing with the school and everything going on in life. I went to like a smash lab and smashed the fuck out of shit.
Damn, I thought about that the other day.
Dude, such a stress relief, man. I was fucking kicking out. I was beating the shit out of washing machines.
Damn, yeah.
Bottles. It felt so good, man.
Smashing TVs.
Yeah, man, we was fucking shit up in there, man. Because me and Melissa went, and then after we was done, It was only for like 25 minutes, but I was exhausted by the end of it. And I was like, man, I feel like I'm gonna sleep good tonight. And I slept like a baby.
Damn, yeah, dude, that's like a really good way to let whatever is just sitting in you and shit. I thought about that shit too. I was like, damn, do they have any Smash Labs out here?
Yeah,
I don't know if Georgia does.
This probably is, man. Look, they got one in my small ass town, man, and it's only like maybe 6 minutes from here. I was like, what? There's one out here, but
yeah, I bet that felt great. Yeah, dude.
Man, I was kicking the shit out of a wash machine. I was like, motherfucking, I can't figure this IT shit out. I was,
you ain't trying shit. Yeah, dude, that's what's crazy. I was thinking about something like that too. I didn't even know it's like stuff like that. It's like it still exists, and would they let people go to a place and just break shit?
Yeah, I've always heard about it, like it exists, and then I think last year Melissa told me about it. She's like, hey, like, if you ever want to let out some stress, they got like a Smash Lab here. I was like, this small town? I was like, all right. And then, yeah, like, I started getting to the point where I was getting so stressed out from school, I was talking about that shit in my sleep. I was talking about IT shit in my sleep.
Damn.
It's crazy. Like, Melissa was like looking at me like, oh, yeah, what are you talking about? Well, you can't see what on the screen? I was like, oh, what? I was like, yeah, I need to let this shit out. I'm stressing out over this shit. I'll kick the shit out of a washing machine.
Yeah, that's a good way to let all that shit out.
Before I go on a murder spree. I'm not trying to get to that point.
Go postal and shit.
Right. Like, damn,
take that shit on the coworkers. Yeah.
You can just beat up a washing machine.
Yeah, I think that might be a thing. Like the whole energy shit.
You gotta release it, man. Energy gotta release it.
If you don't flow, it's gonna stay stuck on you, and everybody's gonna feel that shit.
Even the sun releases energy.
Even the sun releases energy.
Got to.
Solar flare. Oh.
Solar flare.
Everybody's devices get knocked out and shit. Nobody can drive their electric cars.
Damn, back to Stone Age.
Scooby-Doo. No, wait. Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba. I got a teacher story. Too.
Wait, a new story?
Oh, are we gonna just keep talking, or are we gonna?
Oh wait, yeah, the Ouija board. Yeah. So she got fired. She's done.
Oh, my bad. I thought you was done.
Yeah, she's done. You got another story?
I do. I have another teacher story.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me take a leak real quick. All right, and we are back. Well, we got Chris and Holy.
All right, got another teacher story. A teacher in Mississippi. Yeah, gave his students dog treats.
Damn.
Yeah, these teachers off the chain, man.
They got fired?
Hell yeah, they fired this motherfucker in a heartbeat. But they never released who the teacher was. So name, information. For some reason, they just kept it all quiet about why the teacher. I don't even know if there's like, according to the story, it was an accident by the teacher. That actually happened at Calhoun City High School, where this teacher in Mississippi got fired because during a classroom birthday celebration, because there was like, I guess from my understanding, there was like several kids in the class who had the same birthday, so they did like a little birthday celebration. Teacher decided it'd be cool to, according to the teacher, mistakenly believed that the treats were beef jerky at first, but they actually turned out to be dog food, and the reason why they found out it was dog food because some of the students were complaining about like stomach aches. It was like, oh, my tummy, and then they probably was shitting all over the place, and then the school was like, what happened? What did they all eat? And they expected the food, and the beef jerky that the teacher was serving was actually dog jerky.
Damn.
Yeah, so when the kids started complaining about their stomachs hurting, the actual school nurse actually called poison control to notify them to notify the parents, to let the parents know, like, hey, your kid is sick because their teacher fed them dog food. So the school completely, they fired this person so damn fast, it wasn't even funny. And like I said, the school is not trying to release any information about the teacher. And of course, they can't release the names of the students too because they're all minors and toddlers. Well, not toddlers, but like little kids and shit. So yeah, honestly, man, I'm kind of like at a point where if I'm very fortunate enough to be a parent one day and I have a kid, I don't want my kid eating in any type of class function at all. Not because of this story. We talked about this I think last year on the podcast, but there was like a teacher. Oh my God, this is one of the worst stories I've heard. This was this police officer and this teacher, right? They're married, and the police officer went and jerked off into like the cake batter that his wife was making, because she was making a cake, like muffins. She was making muffins or cupcakes, whatever, which one. She's making them for her class, and the husband jerked off all in it, and the wife knew about it and stirred it up and made these muffins.
What the hell?
Kids, and the kids ate it, and the reason why they did an investigation because the police department that the cop worked for, they did an investigation on him saying like, hey man, we kind of like, he's been acting weird, whatever. I can't remember what it was, but they found out that he was into child porno, and they went through his laptop and everything, and they found all this child porno videos.
I kind of remember the story, yeah.
Yeah, found all over his computer, and then to make it matters even worse, his wife knew about it and actually was kind of like inebriating it, and so they did this whole weird thing was I'm gonna beat off with some cake batter. The wife mixed it up and then served it to the kids. Ever since that story, I was like, my kid ain't eating nothing in no damn school.
Here's my thing.
Ever, unless it's for the lunch lady.
How did it know? How did it know like something was wrong with that cake?
I can't remember how they found out. I know, no, the reason why because I think that's the thing I couldn't realize too was that I think they just kind of, I don't know what it was. I don't know if they found evidence. It's like, hey, they was talking back and forth in some weird text conversations about making a cake. I'm not sure how they found out, but it all started, they started digging into it when they found out that the cop was actually a pedo himself. And then that's when they kind of started digging deeper and deeper. And then they got the warrants, kicked in the door, got his computer, found all this other stuff. Then found out the wife was in on it. And that's how they eventually led to like, oh man, she just fed her kids like cum muffins. Awful, awful, awful story. That story right there was like, my child ain't never eaten anything made in no classroom setting. Now maybe if the school's providing it, then yeah. But as far as like teaching making food and bringing food, nah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Some people get in these positions to take. Some people, not saying all teachers and all anybody, not even all priests or pastors or whatever, but there are people that get in these positions to have close access to children and stuff like that, or vulnerable people. And I don't trust it on that level. Like you're a teacher, but yeah, we'll just keep it at that. He don't need to be eating food from your house.
I mean, it's weird how they found out. Like, I think it would be more weird, right? If a child ate the cake and be like, something wrong with this cake.
My tummy hurts. Yeah.
Tastes like semen.
Right. Why does it smell like
now
chlorine?
that's ultimate red flag.
Yeah.
Dude, I guarantee you, if you were to make a cake, right, and you diddled the cake, and you cooked it, and you gave it to me, and I ate it. Ain't no way I could be like, I ate that cake, and I'll be like, damn, it tastes like cum. Ain't no way. So
yeah,
I think the way like this person got caught, somebody snitched.
Yeah, somebody talking. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Either like it was on a group message or some shit.
Yeah, something. I don't know if they probably went to their
No
own.
way somebody caught that shit after a cake was cooked with semen, because that shit probably destroyed every evidence after it's cooked, right?
Man, hell yeah. You just no way could find out.
Somebody snitched. Yeah, somebody said something.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to wonder. Yeah, because I always wondered. Like, at least I don't remember how they found out about it, but I know it started with, like I said, with they went through his computer because the police department was already kind of like looking at him kind of weird.
Oh
then
yeah, okay, that makes sense.
They went through it because the cop was. I can't remember what led them in the direction of investigating their own police, but the police department was like, hey, he kind of seems awful, whatever. Somebody talked, which led to an investigation for them to go to the house, and then went to the cop's computer, and then they found all this child stuff on it. And then they eventually kept digging some more through text messages. They found out like, well, not like, because I guess they was expecting like, well, the wife probably doesn't know about this because, you know, if she did, she would have told somebody. No, the wife knew about it.
She was in on it
too. So it was like, so yeah, they probably went through all their text messages and they probably got careless and reckless, like criminals usually do. And yeah, they dug through his stuff probably because they got like two cell phones to go through. They probably want to find like, oh, these people are fucking sick. They just made some muffins and they joking about it in Facebook Messenger. I don't know how they found out, but crazy, man.
Yeah.
School's scary, man.
Yeah, that would make me scared too to let my kids eat at school. But you look like a bad parent, be like, hey, yeah, my dad said I can't eat at school, so I gotta starve.
He just gave me this Capri Sun and his apple.
I like, you come home and eat, right? You're still alive.
Yeah, no, see, my kid would actually still be able to eat like school lunch provided by the school, but as far as like kind of like school potluck, nah, you ain't eating nothing from nobody's house. I don't care where it's from, especially the teacher. I really don't trust the teacher.
Some of that shit be good though.
I don't even probably even ate a school potluck before. I don't even know.
Yeah, I remember like there was a potluck one time. Somebody brought some like rice, right? They said it's like special rice. I was like, get out of here. I ate that shit. Dude, it's probably the best rice I ever ate in my whole entire life, even till this day. And I don't even know how she made that shit.
It was just like regular white rice, or
no, it's like some yellow rice, but I don't know what she put in it. I really don't know. Like, it's some shit like you keep secret. It's one of those. Because I have no idea, not even a little bit, what they even did to that rice. So now it makes me think: did somebody came in the rice? I couldn't figure out the ingredient.
The secret ingredient.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, this rice is a little too good."
And it's very creamy.
I was like, "What is this rice? It's not. It doesn't taste like Asian rice. It doesn't taste like Jamaican rice. It doesn't taste like any type of rice."
Right.
Yeah, I would still remember that. I was like, "This is so weird, but it's so good, like addicting good."
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be trying to replicate it.
Damn.
Yeah, replicate it.
All right.
I would try to replicate it.
All right, dictionary.
Yeah. I barely got it out. I was struggling. Replicate. I would replicate.
Yeah.
What was the taste of it?
I don't even know what that taste is, dude. I can't even name like an ingredient that they use.
Man,
it's weird. Bob says Nigerian rice. No,
I don't think I've ever had Nigerian rice.
That's like a fast no. No, this shit was dude, I don't even know. Like, the only thing I can think of is like they put a lot of MSG in it. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, because I was like, I've never tasted like flavor like this before. It's weird.
Damn.
But it's Nigerian so rice. Good. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you could open a whole restaurant just on this one shit.
Their rice is good.
And just
I've been getting more and more into Jamaican food lately, man. We got a Jamaican joint out here. I don't know if it's like the most finest Jamaican cuisines, but it's a good spot for white bread Utah. This place is whiter than white. It's like construction paper white. So
white.
They got a good white. But they got like a solid Jamaican spot out here, man. So I mean, I've been eating that. I've been eating the hell out of that. My rice is bomb.
Man, I've been seeing a lot of Instagram posts on Utah lately.
Yeah, this place is.
Yeah, it looks wild, dude. That's why I was saying, like, is Utah like this wild and shit?
I mean, I don't know. I never had no crazy shit going on, man. It's like when I was living in Atlanta. I would hear wild shit going on in Atlanta all the time, but I never watched the local news like that. I watch like national news and stuff. That's what I mainly watch. Even though local news is probably more important, to be honest. But yeah, man. Of course, you hear about shit going on in Atlanta through the grapevine. Everybody talking about it, but here's like so slow pace. It's like ain't shit going on. When something happens though, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like Colorado, right? Like when real shit pop off, it's like fucking nationwide.
Big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot up a whole movie theater.
Yeah, you're like what?
Shit, calm down, Colorado.
All right, and then nothing will happen for like the next 10 years.
Yeah, like we're just gonna stay silent. Atomic bomb blew up in Colorado. Like Jesus Christ! Like came back, like showing out.
And then it's chill for the next 10 years.
Nah, but I think all the aliens are here now. Like they're all aliens they're based out here. Like, you know, they're walking around amongst us now like it's nothing. Cause I really do think like this whole contract we had with them from like I think from Egyptian days is up. The contract is up now. Now it's like fair game, and the people who's in charge of everything, they have to tell everybody like the aliens are real now. And I think this is what's happening in Congress right now. Where the people who's in the military, who worked on all these projects, on all these secret projects, they have to tell the whole world that all this stuff exists, and it's happening right now. And I think, it's one of those moments where I can say like, I told you so. But man, we've been on this shit for a long time, even before this whole podcast. I knew it was gonna come out sooner or later, and it's coming out now.
Yeah, what if it's like kind of like a weird way of like well not weird way, but what if it's like kind of like what the government's trying to do is like not so much predictive programming, but kind of like get our mindsets ready. Like, hey, there's other life out there, da 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 da. And over throughout the next, because I doubt we're gonna find out any real truth behind this, at least in our lifetime. But say throughout the course of like years and maybe decades, then we'll find like whoever is like I guess would be the supervisor of Earth. I guess the Pope. The Pope or somebody's going to eventually come out to Earth like, all right, guys, look, for the past 50 years, our contract has been up, and we've been trying to figure out a way to explain it to you. So we've had to spoon feed you all this shit so you can understand the bigger scope of things. Like, hey, it's bigger than us, and we made a deal, and I'm sorry, humans. Oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
The deal is up. But,
the deal is off.
I think one of the main things is they have to tell the human race, like, hey, there are other races out there that's not human from other galaxies, other planets, and they are coming here on Earth doing God knows what, good or bad, but or like even the ones that's trapped here against their will, because I do believe there are aliens are here that's trapped against their will, where they cannot even escape to go back to their planet because they're being held hostage, trying to squeeze out all the information, because knowing how like the government works, right? If there's like another higher race that has high technology and you're able to capture that person, that thing, or whatever that is, you would try to squeeze out all the information out and keep it locked up as long as you can, because they're not going nowhere. Because there's no laws or no rules that's going to say, hey, you got to let this alien go. Right. They're like, we ain't letting nothing go. We're going to squeeze out every single information out on this being that we caught.
Especially if the alien lives like 3 times as long than a human. It's
right.
Like, there's going to be like
that
generations.
That creates like like let's say like that person, right, was, let's say like that person was somebody like royal from another planet and they just got caught.
A prince.
Right? A royal person. And then they're like, holy shit, they caught our dude. That's gonna create like this hate with the human race. So of course, like if they're gonna come from another planet, right? They're like, all right, okay, they got our boy. They held our boy hostage, and they treat our boy like really bad like that. We're gonna retaliate, and we're gonna show them like what we're made of. Or like it could be like one of those things like, hey, we know you got our dude, but we know we cannot fuck with you guys because of some rule or whatever, to where they have to make like some sort of peace. But I think because like with I guess the human being of planet Earth, right, it's so hard to distinguish like, hey, are they coming with peace or are they coming to like attack or to try to take over some shit? So it's hard to work with people like that, especially if you're on like that vibration where you think like everybody's trying to attack you.
For real.
So damn.
I wonder if it's like, I was thinking too, like what if it's like one of them things is like, hey, we actually have this alien prince from another planet and we need him as a bargaining chip, because if we give him up, we all dead. So it's like a hostage.
It could be that simple, right?
It's like a planetary hostage situation. It's like if we lose him, we are dead. We are cooked. We
put Kumar back in his cage. Kumar the prince.
But yeah, they trying to prep our brains up for this, man. This is all like, this is a reason for this, man, because they spent decades lying and saying like this should never, gaslighting us as humans, gaslighting the entire planet,
the
saying
ultimate
that
gaslight.
So all not real now. And I think the reason why too, they kind of have to come out more with the truth. If I'm not mistaken, and I think I may have heard this from somewhere before, that there's more people that believe that UFOs are real than it is people that believe in a God. Like on Earth, there's more people that's like, because even religious people are kind of like, yeah, I think aliens are real now. Like they used to be like the last ones. Kind of like, no, it's only Jesus. Now they're kind of like, yeah, there's aliens. Like we believe in another life. God just created all of us. I guess.
Crazy. I mean, where would you even get numbers like that?
I've heard reading about it somewhere before, hearing it from somewhere, or maybe on a podcast. But it's like, because the numbers for on a global scale, religion is taking a huge hit. A lot of people ain't really getting behind the program anymore. A lot of people started to realize like I can just worship at home. I ain't gotta be no church and pay no tithes, and so a lot of churches are taking massive hits right now.
I can believe like the younger generation, they see right through that shit.
Yeah, they're not really buying it no more, man.
Dude, I don't blame them at all.
It's a dying era. And
I'm glad they see right through that shit.
Yeah, and a lot of people starting to see the hypocrisy of it, and it's turning a lot of people off. So it's like, I think it's kind of like all these people, including church folks now, believe in aliens and they exist out there. But the church numbers are just slowly just dropping, just throughout generations. It's a bygone era, man.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I just know it's weird. The whole thing is weird.
Man, hell yeah. But it might be for the best because, look, I don't think we as humans, if they told us right now had definitive evidence that aliens existed, this shit would destroy, this shit would break people's reality in so many ways.
I mean, they did have the alien body that they found in Peru, where they scanned it.
Yeah,
it's a little tiny body. They scanned it and everything, and they're saying that shit is legit, dude. Like it's the real deal. Like
mummified alien.
Everything, like you can see like organs and everything, the way the skeletal structure of like the whole body of the alien, like it's small. They're like 8, and it's old too. And they're like, wow, how could anybody like fake this shit way back then? Like to where like the proportions, the body is like, it's like everything, and the details of the structure, the skeleton and shit. They're like, why would they do this like way back then? And then there's like a lot of arguments about it, saying like if you did make a diagram into like a real like 3D format, right, where they put all the limbs like how it was in that entity or whatever, that alien body that they found, they said they wouldn't even operate correctly as far as like this alien wouldn't even be able to walk.
Yeah, I remember reading that.
The limbs would be like all fucked up or whatever because of how it was structured.
But then the president of Peru,
huh?
I was thinking too. Then the president of Peru or some politician in Peru came out and was like, they was backing it. It was like, yo, this is a real alien thing.
Like it's like legit. Like, but dude, what I mean, for me being like a sci-fi guy, right? I remember like one episode of what's that show where they Stargate. The Stargate show, right? Where they had like an alien entity, small, like little small like that, right? And then the alien entity was controlling like a body like on like the Earth, right? But like the alien entity, like if you went to him, right, and you open up like the cage of like what he was controlling, he was like some fragile alien, and he couldn't even move or walk or anything. He was like a fragile alien, but his mind is controlling everything like on Earth. Yeah, Bob says Thor. Like it was like the whole Thor shit. Like there was a person on Earth named Thor, and he had like godlike powers, but it was being controlled by an alien from like off planet. And the alien off planet was like in a body, like it's all a mangled body, like a small tiny body, but he couldn't even move or nothing. All he can do is control the brain of Thor on Earth. The whole folklore shit. But it was controlled by an alien.
Just kind of like crippled alien with the
crippled alien, like Professor X on another planet, but controlling like the whole Thor shit on Earth.
What if that was Jesus? Jesus did the same thing with Jesus.
Dude, if you watch that series, like, what part of this could be true is weird.
I need to sit down and watch it from its entirety. I've watched Stargate, but it's always been like scattered episodes. It's never been like, all right, episode 1 through.
Like the series is so old. Like even if you watch it on a new TV, it's blocked out.
Yeah.
But it's good, dude. Yeah.
I watched an episode of The Simpsons last night on Hulu. It was like season 8. It's like an episode I kept thinking about, and I was like, let me watch this shit. And I was watching, I was like, oh my god, this shit is dated, man. Like the cut off of the
it's before like HD.
Yeah, man, it's rough to look at, but it's still a good episode. But shit, we came a long way in such a short amount of time. Yeah, that's it for that. Yeah, don't eat shit that teachers give you.
Don't eat none of that.
None of it, man.
All right, I guess we're done for the night.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll be back next Tuesday.
Yes,
so
sir.
don't be getting poisoned out there on Thursday. Stay healthy.
Be safe during Black Friday if you're going out.
Don't Black Friday. Stay home.
Do people even go out anymore for Black Friday? I just go online.
No,
Man.
they all have flat screens now. We're okay.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving, Bob. Happy
Yeah, there's nothing on
Thanksgiving.
Black Friday you should even chase.
Nah, man. Cyber Monday. That's the
Yeah, Cyber Monday. There you
that's the
go.
real.
All right, guys. Peace out. Adios. We'll catch you guys next week on Tuesday. Peace out.
See you guys.